we call the eye of the tiger, the eye of the sun, the eye on sunrise right here. Good morning to you. Glad to have you with us, and thank you so very much. Wherever you are in the world, we've got you covered all day, every day. Please do remember that you can find us on YouTube. And good morning to all our YouTubers that are there with us every morning. All the loyal crews, good morning to you. And please do remember to hit the like and the subscribe button, as well as your notification bell, so you can know when we're on. Now, our next guest arrived in Jamaica on Friday for a 5-day visit focusing on strengthening the development of boxing in the Caribbean. From ringside at Gloves Over Guns to the heart-to-heart talks with some of Jamaica's top sports leaders. And now she's with us to share the highlights from her trip and how Jamaica is shaping up for the future in sport. Well, welcome the president of the Pan Am Boxing Confederation, Elise Seignolle. And she's our very special guest, the first female, I gather. And that's a big deal. Good morning. How are you doing?
Very good. Thank you for having me.
Definitely. Welcome to Jamaica. Welcome to Sunrise. How is it treating you so far?
Amazingly.
Yeah?
Yes.
Enjoying it?
Absolutely.
Your first time in Jamaica?
I've been here a couple of times before, but this visit is very, very special because it's combining my love for boxing, passion, and my love for Jamaica. So
wonderful.
Best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds. Now, looking at you, one would never think that you were a boxer, or that you, like, I'm looking at this pretty lady, I'm like, what you know about that?
A little bit.
Yeah, talk to me about the fact that you're president now, but you started a while back. Talk to us about your foray into boxing and why do you love the sport?
So started back in 2012 after my dad passing. I was very, very mad and I needed to find a channel, an outlet for that. And I decided to compete in the New York Golden Gloves because I wanted to win, to have his name in the papers to honor him.
Aww.
So that's how it started, and I actually found my passion.
Wow.
After the first bout, I said, I cannot stop. I need to do that again. What's next?
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Well, I mean, Jamaica has a rich boxing history. You know, there have been great persons like, for instance, Mike McCallum back in the 80s was a golden era of boxing in Jamaica. Burbick, yes. But the truth is that, you know, maybe boxing in Jamaica isn't what it was in the 80s. But what brings you, why did you say, I need to stop in Jamaica, I need to visit Jamaica and you know, bring this surge?
So I think for a long period of time, Jamaica and the Caribbean at large have not been given their fair share of representation and attention and support.
Yes.
And when we talk about support, it's not necessarily just giving money out, it's actually helping the national federation up the way to be best-in-class national federation. And we have in the Caribbean and in Jamaica a lot of talents. We just need to support the talents to make sure that they're being provided with the best opportunities.
Yes, absolutely. So talk to us about the Gloves Over Guns initiative and how is that helping to further the sport of boxing and really the career of boxing, because a lot of people make a living out of boxing. So it's not like oh my God, you know, just a little pastime.
It's not just the Jamaicans, but there are people of Jamaican descent who have been heavyweight champions, of course.
Yeah. So Gloves Over Gun is a great, great initiative, not just because it's an avenue around boxing, but as I say all the time, boxing saves life. It's not just a sport. Boxing is a mindset, is a way of life, and it's really something that you have in your heart, and it can give you a better chance at life. And that's really what it comes down at the end of the day. So we have the Olympic pathway and the Olympic podium all the way to LA 2028. But it starts at the grassroots level.
Absolutely.
And not everyone will be a world champion or an Olympic champion, but everyone can be a champion at life. And this is what really we're aiming for, developing Olympic and world champion, but also developing the best citizens.
Well, infrastructure, Elise, plays a very significant role in, you know, developing any sport, right? And in boxing, training, rigorous training is of significant importance. You could have the best idea, the best this, but if I don't have the gym in which to train, I don't have the proper nutrition, how are you as president helping to better those infrastructure here in Jamaica?
So what we were just discussing a couple of minutes ago is so the different pillars of boxing. Who do you have in the pillars of boxing? You have your athletes at the forefront, obviously, but then you have your coaches, you have your officials, and you have your administrators. And to be able to give your best chances to your athlete, you need to develop equally all the other pillars of the sport. So from an administration perspective, it can start with, okay, how do we help you to build a system, to have a platform, to have a database, to run your meetings, to reach out to sponsors potentially to get more funding for your national federation. From a coaches and official perspective, then it tackles all the topics around education, certification.
Yes.
So this is what the Confederation is here for, along with the International Federation, to guide and to support the National Federation to be able to raise up and get a bigger representation on the international stage.
Sort of like you scouting boxers, because Dennis has some skills. Are you scouting boxers right now? So, for example, a young woman or a young man who is watching right now, and they are interested in boxing, and they're seeing this kind of support to galvanize so that they can reach the LA Olympic 2028. Are you looking for them? Can they try out? How does it work?
So they would need, within each of their country, to reach out to their national federation or walk into a gym and start training, because it starts with them, it starts from inside.
Yes.
The Confederation, the International Federation, and the National Federation are here to support and to create the platform and the network, but then they're gonna have to put in the work.
Yes.
When I was training to fight, I was training 3 times a day.
Wow.
Wow.
That's intense.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and 6 days a week. So
You know, so Elise, she embodied Jamaican thing. Lick about Talawa. Don't
Yes.
try her. Mess around and you're gonna
You
find
might
out.
find out.
Yeah, don't try it.
But Elise, one of the things I really can appreciate about this initiative is that Gloves Over Guns suggests that boxing can be a real tool of social intervention,
Yes.
so that you can save some people from going into a wrong pathway as well. And as you mentioned, the pathway of the Olympics is the ultimate glory, but that's a new pathway because LA 2028, it's confirmed that boxing will be at the Olympics. What does that mean for the
sport,
potential of the sport here in the region?
So it means a lot, because you need the Olympic dream is very, very real. And it's also the Olympic dream being recognized as an Olympic sport allows you as the National Federation to be within that Olympic network,
Yes.
which means also support. And whatever you set up within your country that supports the grassroots level is also funded by those funds from the National Olympic Committee. So if you don't have that anymore, you cut a lifeline to the kids that could have a better chance at life. So this is absolutely key, just for the own Olympic dream, but also to support the entire grassroots system.
Yeah.
And let's not forget, it starts at the grassroots level.
Do we have time here in Jamaica to put a team together for the Olympics?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right, training. Let the games begin.
You heard it's all those
Yes.
grassroots gyms that maybe, you were considering. Should we keep open? Should we stay open?
Yeah.
The answer is yes. All right, our guest has been Elise Seignolle, the president of Pan Am Boxing Confederation, championing the Caribbean's boxing future one knockout at a time. Boom.
Boom.
Next up, it's going to be the battle of brains with the speed of Wilma's Boys on Sunrise Freshers, brought to you by Sunshine Snacks.
Nice.
We'll be
I
right
get
back.
quite a geese.